Hey, what's up all you lovely learners out there in learning land? Tyler from 10thumbspro.com coming at you with another ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. Today we're breaking down Future Days by Pearl Jam. Some really cool riffs and stuff. You're going to have all the tabs on the screen, lyrics, everything you need to learn the song, but you can get a printable version of those tabs up here in the notes by becoming a Patreon. Links to this specific tab pinned in the first comment. That includes this tutorial and all our previous tutorials, access to tabs for all our lessons. Skype Lessons 101, my email's in the description if you are interested. Go ahead and grab your ukulele. Brain and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me on in and let's break this lesson down together. Come on in, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the intro riff, okay? And let's just look at the first two measures. They're the most basic. I am playing today with a low G so I can get the melody a little more accurate. But if you don't have a low G, feel free to follow at home. You're still playing the correct thing. Your riff in the verse might just sound a little more jumpy, but that's okay, all right? So feel free to follow along at home with the high G. Now, also, you've been warned, my allergies are really bad today. I'm already a poor singer, but it's going to be even worse. So if you really want to hammer me, give me a pass today because I'm super stuffed up. Okay, so the intro riff, we're going to start off and we're going to play this. For the first two measures, you're going to get your index finger on the 3rd fret of the A string and your thumb on the low G. You're going to go from there and get your ring finger on the 5th fret, and you're going to let that ring for 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your ring finger on the 5th fret and let that ring for 2 beats. And then 7 here on the E string playing this low G. Now, this is really an A minor 11, so you can do the 3rd fret of the A string as well as the 7th fret of the E string and the low G, but that's a super sour sound. You hear that chord? It's a super dissonant, super sour sound, and I know not a lot of you are going to like it. So if you want something a little sweeter, you can just do, and easier, you can do open 7. And then you're going to go back to open G string in the 5th fret of the A. So the first two measures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we get into this little run. It's going to go 7, A string, all A string to start with, 7, 5, 3, 3rd fret of the E string, 3, 5, little rest, and 7. If we count it out, we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on the 1 you're going to play 7 again, but you're going to use your thumb to play that low C string. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. After that, we have a turnaround riff that starts on the 3rd beat. You play the 3rd fret of the E, open A, 3rd fret of the A, 5th fret, and then you go back to the open G 3rd fret. 3 and 4 and 1. So you get from just the riff, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and boom. Then you're going to start this off the same. These next two measures are the same as the first two. Okay, and then we have a riff that's very similar to the first half, or the third. Then we have a riff that is very similar to the first half of the first piece that we looked at, measures 3 and 4. In fact, it's all the same except for the very end. Going to the 7th fret, you are going to go down to the 3rd fret here and play it. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that'll actually go into the next measure and ring out and 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. You put the whole intro together, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, without counting, I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I accidentally played that fourth beat on the very end, but that's the intro riff, okay? All right, and so then we jump into the verse. The verse has a lot going on. Now, there is no drums in this song, and it has a very loose feel. Sometimes it feels like the general BPM is 108 beats per minute, but it flows and it ebbs. Now, the chords we're going to need, C, F, and those are the only chords for the verse. But when we get to the chorus, we're also going to see an A minor and a C major 7. And there is a bridge that will introduce the G as well. Now, this song is in the key of A flat. If you want to match the recording, you need a capo on the first fret. But by playing it in C instead of D flat, we have 0 bar chords. If we played this song without a capo in the original tuning, it would be like 5 bar chords. So just know, if you want to match with Eddie, you need to get a capo on the first fret. Okay? All right. So the verse, the groove sounds like this. Okay? So what I'm doing here is over the C, and just so you know, it's 1 measure C, 2 of F, 1 of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could do down, down, up, down, up, nice and slow, and strum through this and sing it if you wanted. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Do 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 do. Okay, so just know that if you wanted to just strum through it and sing it, you totally could do it that way, and it would sound great. But what he's doing is he's doing this riff that actually sounds a lot like the melody. So what you're doing is you strum down on a C, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And this is why we have the low G for this song. You'll pull first fret of the E string, 1 to open. Then you'll go down second fret, 2 to open, then open G, hammer on the second fret. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And that hammer on it happens on the first beat of the F chord. And the actual melody is, if I ever were to lose you, and jumps up to the F. So the riff is exactly what he's singing, which is pretty cool. So as you go down, if I ever were to lose you, you could also there, when you strum through the F on the second beat, strum through just the first 3 strings if you wanted to. If I ever were to lose you. That's just an option. So then we get to the F. We're going to hammer on that right there on the first beat. 1, 2, strum through on the second beat. 2, 3, and then you're going to strum up after 4. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and. You'll remove your middle finger, strum up, and then hammer on the first fret. 4 and 1. 4 and 1. Then you just go another up on the offbeat, and 2 and 3 and 4 and to a C. So you get no finger, hammer on, up, down, up, rest, up, down, up, C. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right. So from the top, so far we get then on the second beat, you'll play the second fret of the C string and then hammer on 2, 3, and then a down on a C chord. 1, 2, 3, down. So you get from the top. And it has a pretty loose feel, but you can play through and sing through the verse like that. Now, that happens in the verse, it happens 2 times, and then it goes to a strumming. And for the strumming, we're just going to do down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So why don't we go ahead and strum through the first verse together? Okay, so why don't we go ahead and just play through it, lyrics up. Here is the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I found, dear, I've not found by myself. Try sometimes and you'll succeed to make a man of me. All my stolen and missing parts, no need for anymore. Yeah, I know that wasn't the best. I apologize. Like I said, I'm really stuffed up. I know it's even worse than normal. All right, so let's move on to the chorus. Okay, so the chorus is interesting because we have one measure of 2/4. So we're gonna start off with a C, 1, 2, to the C major 7, 3, 4. Another measure of C major 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 beats, 1, 2, and then an F for 4. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where it's tricky because that little 2/4 makes it tough to count. So we just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That only happens the first half. So let's get a strum pattern after we learn the progression. The second time through, starts off the same. Only goes to an A minor. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna add a strum pattern now. Over the C and C major 7, we're gonna go down, down, up, down, down, up. Then you get to the C major 7. The second time through, we're gonna go down, down, up, down, up. Then that 2/4, we're gonna go down, up, down, up. So we get down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Really slow. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. This has a really loose feel to it, like I said. So feel free to kind of strum some parts a little faster, strum some parts a little slower. The strum follows the lyrics. So as you sing, just really strum to follow the lyrics. Use this as your foundation, but feel free to embellish it, okay? The second time through, C major 7, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we strum through the whole chorus and we get the bridge is the only piece that we need. But why don't we go ahead and sing through this chorus one time? Okay, so here we go, the chorus. I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me. All right, so let's go ahead and break down that last little piece, the bridge. Okay, so we're gonna stick with the down, down, up, down, up. And for the bridge is also interesting. It is 9 measures. I appreciate songs that break a lot of the songwriting norms, and this one definitely does that when you see the 2, 4, and the bridge here, which is typically called the middle 8 because it's 8 measures, but we have 9 measures. So we're gonna do a strum pattern on G and then one on A minor. Okay, and then we're going to go back to G. Then we're going to go back to G and do C. G and A minor. Then we're going to finish F, G, and then an extra of G7. So you go F, G, G7. So when we strum through the bridge, we get when hurricanes and cyclones rage, when winds turn to dirt and dust, when floods they come and tides they raise, even closer become us. And then we're back into the verse. Okay, so that's the bridge. Easy. That's the easiest, most straightforward part of the song. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the tutorial here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you. Thank you for learning with us. Keep on rocking and rolling, and we'll catch you next Wednesday or next Saturday for our next lesson. And until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease, my friends. Life is all good. Take care of yourselves.